Good morning, or more like afternoon for me. Sometimes I go to bed at like 3 or 4, so I'll wake up at noon. And as I was scrolling through some notifications, I got a call from my friend who just wanted to double check with me if we were still meeting up for lunch and to take some pictures around the city. So naturally, I jump out of bed here and reassure him that I will be there even though I'm just rolling out of bed. So I end the call here, touching the dynamic island to do so, and we are off for the day. I'm about to get dressed here. We'll do a little transition. This is my uniform: white shoes, khaki shorts, and a white t-shirt. Had to sneak a little breakfast/lunch into there too, and then at this point in the afternoon, I had to do some laundry. I had some sheets I had to wash, so I threw stuff into the washing machine, put some quarters into the machine as well, and got to washing. Set a 30-minute timer as well, which beautifully transitions into the dynamic island. Then I was off to go meet my friend for lunch downtown here. I had to park in a different parking structure than normal. There was some kind of stupid event going on. And then I was out on the streets of beautiful Ann Arbor. The weather just started getting chilly, and I was immediately inspired by the first building that I saw here. I took a raw photo with the 1x camera at 48 megapixels. These will transition into a simple grade with cropped on the right, uncropped on the left. Then I turned across the street and took two 3x photos. Both of these are unedited, so you be the judge. And then I made my way further downtown, only to take more pictures of flowers this time, 1x and 2x, and you can be the judge of these photos as well. And then I took another 48 megapixel Pro RAW image, added some curves as well, uncropped and cropped as you can see here, so enjoy. I then finally made my way to Chipotle where my boy Patrick was waiting. We ordered in advance online to find out that they were invalidated, so we had to figure something else out for lunch in a pinch. I was not happy at all here, but it gave us the opportunity to take more pictures along the way. I got some nice 1x and 2x images here of this building, raw and HEIF for your reference to see how the color processing is different out of camera. And I had to get some more images here of the really beautiful architecture in this city. So we got a 2x image of this building, wonderful colors here, even raw out of camera. And then here's a little 0.5x video clip of us walking through the Diag, part of campus here, lots of students around. And then I took a picture of this building. Honestly, I attend UMich and I don't know what it's called. I'm so terrible. Anyway, we found our way to Joe's Pizza, our backup food joint, for honestly a quick snack at this point. So we waited in line. Fun fact, this is the third Joe's Pizza in the world. One is in Videye, the other is in Midtown. That's the original. And since there's a lot of New York City kids living in Ann Arbor, apparently they opened up one to serve them, and it's a very popular spot. The pizza is great. It's just like it is in New York. Crazy, I know. And then we had to rush back to the car because this whole Chipotle ordeal made us a little bit late. And so I rushed back to my car using the dynamic island to navigate back to that unfamiliar parking structure I was telling you about earlier. Oh, and side note, I love skirting around in my 187 horse Honda Civic with the 1.5 liter turbo, especially when I'm going to go pick up my boy Mason and go to Costco, playing some Sticky as well. What a great track, and what a great place to shop, Costco. I think I already said that we head here all the time to get food and groceries, and here I am using the iPhone's display outside, rated at 2000 nits. Weird effect happening on the display, but I can tell you it's definitely easier to see things outside in broad daylight. However, it might contribute to some battery drain because when you're doubling the nit count that you normally get, that does consume more battery energy. Here I am getting some apples. I have a list in my Notion that I reference. I also need to go get some salad. Some fiber in your life, it's always good. Then we got cookies. Love these, great value. Shouldn't be buying them, honestly, but they're so good. Next, I needed some cat litter, Fresh Step. Look at me, big strong man, putting this in the cart all by myself. Wow. Check. And then I decided to change the track that I was playing on Spotify. Jimmy Cooks is another great track from Honestly Nevermind. Love the album, I don't care. And here's the dynamic island looking sexy as always. Next up, I needed to get some air freshener, and of course, it only comes in a pack of 4, and I threw in the cart and made the loudest sound ever. Check. And next up, I had to grab my caffeine fix of choice, Rise Nitro canned cold brew with oat milk. Check. Next up, I had to get that bread, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just some boring multi-grain thing. Healthy enough, does the trick. Check. Next on my list is tangerine juice. Costco sells it, and I buy it. It's pretty good. Then it was snack time. I got some chips, pretzels, and some beef jerky. Just how I like it. I apologize. And then it was time to check out here. I always love putting all my stuff on the conveyor belt only to see the astronomical total I never intended to spend. But, you know, of course, Costco pizza makes up for it. More pizza, I know, but you can't pass up a pizza and some Pepsi for under $3. It's so scrumptious every single time. I literally come to Costco just to eat the pizza, and then I end up buying stuff anyway. And also, look at this shot of the Coke here, especially at 1x, which you'll see very crispy with the iPhone. And so Mason and I enjoyed our Costco food court food while I engaged the Snap wallet / stand on my Snap Systems case for my iPhone. It's a wonderful accessory. I'll talk more about it in this video. I love being able to prop my iPhone up and share TikTok content with friends and just watch it myself. And then we made our way out of Costco. Of course, you have to get your receipt checked. And then we made our way back to my car to put my groceries away to bring home.
Slay. Time to get some gas.
And indeed, it was time to get some gas at a great price, although there was a line, so I decided to play Save Your Tears and feel myself while I waited. 2 years later, a spot opened up and I managed to get the gas pump into my car while also listening to some music with my iPhone. There's some always on display action, and of course, got to play some more Save Your Tears, Dynamic Island, ooh, clean. And AirPods Pro 2 are serving me well. I'll talk more about those soon as well. Then we made our way over to Target because
It's Target time.
Nah, actually, I just need a lunchbox. So we made our way over to the lunchbox. Hey, yo, what is this? Yo, that's sus as fuck. Anyway, I made an obligatory stop to the Lego Star Wars section to take a picture of a set that I might want to get in the future once my kitten grows up and decides not to be a menace himself. Here's some pictures I took for your reference too, 1x and 2x. So I finally made my way to the lunchbox section. I considered a frozen variant. Unfortunately, I didn't go with that. I went with something a lot more conventional and boring. I know, I'm sorry, but you know, I want to blend in. I want to make sure that I fit in, you know. Let's see Paul Allen's lunchbox. It's 4:11 a.m. Y'all cut me some slack. Here we are checking out using Apple Pay 2 with the iPhone. And once checked out, we made our way out of Target only to get back in the car to play more of The Weeknd with the windows down. What a vibe. I look so cool here. Wow, look at that. Wind going through my hair. Damn. And finally, I had to make one last stop at Kroger to get some just individual Kroger specific items, non-bulk stuff. Struggling with the bag here is always fun. They're so thin for no reason. Get some potatoes in there, of course. Great dinner food. Hey, yo!
Get your mind out of the gut.
Then I grabbed some lunch meat, smoked turkey to be specific, and some other miscellaneous items like yogurt-covered pretzels, because why not? And I had to grab my favorite snack, turbos flamos, muy caliente, muy delicioso.
These are must buy.
And finally, I grabbed my go-to breakfast food, or what used to be, blueberry almond yogurt. They changed the recipe, so now it tastes like blueberry Elmer's glue, which I'm so happy about. And then I made my way to the self-checkout here, checking off the individual items that I got in my Notion, and I changed the track on my phone as well, so I could listen to some tunes while checking out my food. I love self-checkout. I don't know what it is. It's just a vibe. Don't ask me why. And so I carried my tunes and groceries out the door into the parking lot to my car. Here I had to change the track once more to get into the mood to put my groceries away. Bump into The Weeknd is a great vibe. And then I made my way home, but first I had to engage into sport mode. I like to pretend like I drive a manual. And then it was time to cook dinner. It was 7:09 here. I made my way through my apartment, but made sure to throw on my AirPod Maxes for the occasion. They just offer better sound quality with their bigger drivers. And of course, I got to change the track yet again, watching the Dynamic Island do its thing. So here I am seasoning frozen chicken. Hear me out. It's super convenient. You can go from rock solid to cooked in like 30 minutes. Not the greatest method, but oh well. And here I am bumping some Gambino as well. While I slice up some potatoes for dinner here, I decided to cut them thin so they would cook more quickly in the oven at like 400. I then put them into a container, douse them in some olive oil, and cover them in steak seasoning like they're fries, kind of. I shook them up, evenly coated all the seasoning, and then spread them out evenly on a pan. So again, they would cook quickly. Sometimes when potatoes are bigger, they don't cook really well in the oven. Changing the track again, of course, back to 92 Explorer. And yeah, I threw the potatoes in for like, 30, 40 minutes here. I kind of eyeballed them, checked if they were crispy. Putting the chicken on for about 30 minutes. I've got to flip that within 10. And then here's me putting some frozen vegetables into a pan. Frozen vegetables are so great. I can never seem to eat fresh vegetables or fruit or anything in time, so frozen is the way to go for me. And then once everything was cooking, I decided to take a break and watch some TikToks using the Snap Wallet stand on the back of my iPhone, which is color matched to my iPhone. Moth did a really great job creating some new colors to fit the iPhone 14 series. After my TikTok break, the chicken was done and ready to be sliced, and then I started watching more TikToks during dinner. It's a common pastime for me and my friends, and my friend actually sent me a video he wanted to show me, so I turned my phone landscape. It was a clip from The Crown. It's like Queen Elizabeth, may she rest in peace, yelling at Charles about something. It's pretty funny, so we watched it and giggled at that and had a great time. And after our food settled, Mason and I decided to pay the on-campus tennis court a visit. We play here frequently just to get some fresh air and to get some physical activity in. I'm not a very active person myself, but tennis hits me out, and it's a lot of fun, using the AirPod Pro 2s, of course, as well. Mason and I play pretty competitively. We're not the most serious people all the time, but this is something we do take seriously, so I had to get into the mindset. And so we played on this crisp September evening. We're not very good. I'm worse than him. I kind of edited this to make myself look better because there were definitely a lot of screw ups, but I did get the upper hand on him sometimes, even though I think I lost like 6-15. Thankfully, we left the court before the lights automatically turn off at like 11, and then we decided to go downtown to get some 7-Eleven. Always a vibe at night. I made myself an extra large blue raspberry and cherry slushie. So good, highly recommend. And of course, while waiting in line, I had to scroll through my phone here, approaching like 30-ish% battery, just passing the time. Then we went back outside to take some low light photos. The iPhone 14 and 14 Pros have major low light capability now with the photogenic engine and bigger sensors. Here's a 0.5x and 1x image I took of Joe's Pizza. We're already back here in a single day. I know it's funny. And then we went to the Ross School of Business where I go to school. It's a beautiful modern building. I thought it'd be good to take a 48 megapixel 1x Pro RAW image here. On the left, we have the RAW image. On the right, I have a custom edit in Lightroom. And on the way back to the car, I found this neon sign here. I took a 1x and 2x, both RAW, for your reference as well. And then finally, I really wanted to put the low light capability to the test here, and I took a long exposure in this dark alley. Here are the images as well, 1x and 2x respectively, taken in RAW. Then it was finally time to call it a night. We hopped back in Mason's Mini and we sped to my place where he dropped me off. I then promptly got ready for bed. It was pretty late at that point, 1:54. It didn't take any effort to just collapse onto the mattress. I ended my day with about 22% battery, which is definitely a reason why you should consider a battery bank, specifically Moth Snap Battery Pack, which comes in 3 colors, all of which are crafted out of vegan leather, which is super nice. It also has a side-mounted charging port with this sick MagSafe style cable. It's available for pre-order, which is why I don't have one right now. I'm very excited to check one out, and I'll leave a link to this and my case and the stand wallet in the video description. And that's a wrap. Good night to you all. It is 5:36 in the morning as I finish this video, and I hope you have enjoyed.